Hi, welcome to Hi Fam. Today, I'm going to tell you about other things that I do. Like, I'm a DJ. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, no, I'm a DJ. I don't know why I said kind of, but I am DJ sousveillance. And just like Famash, I did not coin it. I have not coined Famash or sousveillance. Maybe you could put the two together, but I'm sad. And I guess also, I don't know, if I feel like if something that I were to like coin or whatever ever became a thing, it would be just like really embarrassing. Probably wouldn't even be that cool.
So I had chosen the name sousveillance because, like, I don't know. So it's coined by this name. It's Steve Mann, and it was gonna be a French music night, so I wanted to sound French and cool, and it's play on like surveillance. It's above, and surveillance is weird. In a world that is surveilled all the time, watch the Surveillance Report. That's like one of my favorite podcasts. Okay, but anyway, like surveillance means. Doesn't always mean to counter surveil, and but it can be a form of sousveillance. Sous being a play on and being like under, as like surveilled back to surveilling state. Though also, different people like Siemens' original definition of sousveillance, like he meant like wearable technology. Anyway, I mean, I think it would be cool to wear kind of something that is wearable technology, but I'm not a tech fetishist. I hate Donna Haraway's the Cyberpunk Manifesto. People are like, I cannot read that's capital, but will read the incomprehensible, horrible garbage and call it intellectual. The Cyberpunk Manifesto by Donna Haraway. Seriously. How did I not arrange it in my life to just be a wearable computer stuff model right now? Like that's how I really screw everything up. Then there's the kind of sousveillance where like it's about who watches the Watchers kind of thing, who watches the Watchmen. It's these people who film police brutality, even though there's been a lot of discourse both in academia and the online realm. In the online realm that recording just adds on more danger or surveillance for the state, and that it's a critique I can definitely see, but so far I think not just recording, but also trying to sabotage any sort of surveillance by the state and counter-surveilling the state as like both philosophies. The other one is like live vlogging, which to me basically using the internet is my Twitter account, my YouTube, my podcast, kind of almost like archives of my life. Even people's just podcasts are probably not as personal, still mark a particular time in their life. Isn't that wild? What do they think about it? Or maybe they don't care. Maybe they're not. It's narcissistic. I feel like I know where I am more with talk more with DJs than I do podcasters. And that might be my own shyness. Though I'm also really shy about talking to the DJs. And anyway, about sousveillance, and it's because it sounds French. Foucault was French. A lot of it is his truth to power kind of thing, and it's a bunch of critical theory shit. And the person who taught me how to do turntables, she would have shirts that would say, "The future is weird," and it always stuck to me that, yeah, maybe my life would be a cyberpunk French dystopia, and post-punk and cold wave in French would be the soundtrack music or whatever. Survive the government. Oh, so And I think a lot of other DJs have that appreciation for the aesthetics and the yeah, like stuff like hauntology or other things. It's cool. Everyone's really cool. So yeah. So a little bit unrelated, ADHD will come back to the Sicilian subculture of like ciphers and stuff like that. But it's the World Cup, and it's like in fall, and I knew this for years. This year was coming, and it was going to be controversial. But have I never seen Mexico fans be so upset? Maybe I am a traitor, but I really happy for Argentina. I really don't care. I mean, it's fine. It's from the Latin American perspective, like most people imagine it was going to be Argentina. Like, it's usually the South American countries that tend to have like the very, very good soccer players. I hate calling it soccer, like football, but whatever. It's bad the blockchain has taken over the word crypto or cryptography, because it makes me think about methods of communication that are like unseen or are not endorsed or whatever, you know, cypherpunk. And hopefully that don't sound like Julian Assange. I mean, there's a lot to talk about in this book. It would have to be like a series of episodes on Julian Assange, an entire like dedication of it. But, you know, stand with him, but there's some problematic stuff. Whatever. The thing is that transparency but also knowing how to hide in a world of surveillance, and that's kind of like the concept. Isn't that so much fun? You go to like a French dance party to be thinking about that. So I feel like I have so much to do. Sorry if you hear my heater. We are now in my bedroom, and it's darker in here, and I'm switched to pants because my neighbors told me they could smell. And well, yeah, we'll talk more about pants and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, a lot of things have happened. My friend helped me adopt a cat, which makes me very happy. My friends have been really great overall. It's been kind of a tough month. I chipped my tooth and it just looks so hot, and also kind of sliced up my card. So really, if you think about joining that Patreon, my card really needs it. But so many good things, so much support. You know, it all started too because one day I decided to go out and go to this French music night and talk to the DJ who's like the coolest girl ever, and then she became my friend, and then she taught me how to DJ on turntables. Isn't that beautiful? Fun DJs for life. Okay, another thing about sousveillance, you know, the original quote comes like that. Latin one is, I don't know how to pronounce Latin, so I'm just gonna speak like Spanish. Quis custodiete ipsos custodes, who will guard themselves. But it's apparently about marital fidelity, and more so being like men are likely to seduced by women, so what do we do? And yeah, that's kind of like, and but then it has become as like a catch-all for like, you know, yeah, who's gonna be the powers, to keep the powers in check. But I'm gonna try to leave some links, because just looking up the content of sousveillance is really cool. And also, there's, in cryptography, like, actually, talking about cryptography, like, why do people who get math degrees don't just become, like, cryptographers? Like, that's just so cool. I don't know, but the act of hiding, that you're hiding something, sometimes it's called stenography. And that's similar to another thing that you do, which is like writing by shorthand, or even kind of like stenciling. But yeah, it's stenography. It's really cool. Should have been DJ stenography. Well, that's just a little update. Terrifying of grad school, but still want to learn. Ha ha ha. What did we learn today? I don't know. I just hope I have one in me before the new year. Though technically the new year kind of already happened. I mean, the Jewish New Year. I don't know. How many New Years should I be accountable for? Thank you for listening. You're there, wherever you are. And yeah, let's talk more about vapes next time, maybe.
Hey, don't forget to go to the Patreon, Divergent Descent. They do other stuff there, including the review of sometimes candy, like, oh my god, Panda fat candies. They're not worth it. Not worth it.